Who was Chief Seattle? A long time ago, in the Pacific Northwest portion of the continent of North America, there lived a Native American chief, and his name was Chief Seattle. At that time, North America was populated by Native Americans, which we sometimes call Indians. They came across the great ice bridge that once connected Asia and the continent of North America. Different Native American tribes settled in different parts of the continent. They took care of the land, the oceans, the rivers, and the sky, just as if it were their family. They saw the value of treating the earth like it was their mother, because the earth provided everything that they needed for their family to live. As they hunted and fished, they always gave thanks for what they had, and they respected all living creatures, from the largest mammals to the tiniest insects. And then settlers came from Europe. They were looking for a better life for themselves and their families. When they landed on the continent of North America and saw the forests and the streams and the rivers so beautiful and clean, they thought it would be great to set up their homes there. But they didn't realize, or they didn't care, that there were already people living on the continent for tens of thousands of years before they even got there. Sadly, many great battles were fought over the rights to the land. And because the settlers brought guns and cannons, and the Native Americans only had spears and bow and arrows, the Native Americans lost all the battles and were forced to leave their homes. These battles continued across the continent for many years until they got to the Pacific Northwest, home of Chief Seattle and his tribe. By that time, a government had been set up in Washington, D.C., and Chief Seattle was asked if he would sell the land to the new government of the United States of America. Because he was a very wise chief, he knew that if he did not sell the land, there would be another big battle, and many young members of his tribe would be killed, and the land would be taken anyway. So, with sadness in his heart, he decided that on behalf of his people, he would sell the land so there would not be any bloodshed. Chief Seattle wrote a letter to the president, pleading with him for them to take care of the land and keep it healthy for our future and for our children's future. The earth does not belong to man. Man belongs to the earth. All things are connected like the blood that unites us all. Man did not weave the web of life. He is simply a strand in it. Whatever he does to the web, he does to himself. How can you buy or sell the earth? Let's listen to a story now called Brother Eagle, Sister Sky. It is the great words of Chief Seattle and his message about caring for the earth.
Every part of this earth is sacred to my people.